Hey guys, so I'm not trying to like impress people with theatrics and acting skills. I'm just here to lay down some facts or some situations that you guys can determine are facts or not. Yeah, so from the last video, we went over Dana Dentata and her mother. How did her mom die and what year? The only reason why I'm like curious in that is because she likes to mirror other people's childhood trauma, as she displays in 2018 with Alice Glass from Crystal Castles, and myself with her 16th birthday party thing, because that's somewhat of what happened to me. The mirroring, I'm just saying, like, it's not like she's copying exactly what's gone on in my life, because how would she know? I don't know her. She doesn't know me. But just enough to kind of like frog or hop over my situation so that when I do talk about it, people think that I'm the fucking copycat loser, but it's actually the famous fraud over in Hollywood acting. So, and where did she start her stripping career? Like, what club? Because, like, if anybody worked at a strip club that, like, got famous, that club would be like, we love you, come back, blah, 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 you know, like, it'd be, like, support or something. Unless you're like me, because I kept my life very private. So the reason why there's a different outcome for certain shit is because I didn't want to be known for, being, like, a full-time adult entertainer. Because ultimately, in my world, it was more of a crutch, like, to rely on when I couldn't get jobs or housing. So it would always take care of that. Like, I truly, I got stranded in Kitchener after, like, partying with some people, and not because they ditched me or anything, just I ended up fighting with a girl that I went with, and she ended up driving back to Belleville, and I just stayed and partied and pretended like everything was cool. But then the next day I leave, and I'm like, fuck, I'm like sitting outside. Like, I ended up going to a shelter for a little bit. But in that time, I was just like, this is too fucking low life and depressing for me. So I just went back to the strip club, but, like, got myself a room there and basically lived at the club in Kitchener, Roxanne's. Okay? So, enough about me right now. I'm going to go into full details about my life in the 21 questions for Pantychrist. But I just want to get all this shit out there, like, out of here, so people, like, you know, can have a solid, like, view on both sides of the tracks, basically. So yeah, and if she does claim that she's worked at some club, just because I can tell this bitch is lying through her fucking teeth about shit, I'd check if, like, this investigation goes further with her. I would check the club that she claimed to work at and see if her license is in the files, because you have to be 19 plus and you have to have ID. So if there's no documentation of her working at a club as a dancer, then she's lied about that just to fucking compete with me over being a dancer. So that's what I'm trying to kind of prove here. Why would she do it? To compete with me, because I'm the fucking bitch that everybody knew was a dancer, and, like, I never did it to be known for that. Like, a lot of people, I just felt, like, invisible to, so I didn't think that I was some influential person in these people's lives, enough to, like, piss them off and make them change their whole careers around what I'm doing. But, what else, what was her motive to become a rapper? Because if stripping was because of her interest in, like, stripper girls or whatever, then wouldn't that be the same reason for why she became a rapper? Me? And Jesse Bonello? Rest in peace, bro. I'm curious about her spiritual awakening, so what happens with that? Like, I'd love to be given an opportunity to have somebody be like, hey, can I interview you, ask you some questions, and, like, have a back and forth, like, presentation of who I am, rather than me guessing what you guys think based off your weirdo actions towards me and trying to fill in the gaps from that. Like, yeah, this is more like a learning exercise, because I've learned a lot about the law over the past 3-4 years and myself. So If people want to use my life story as a way to heal themselves or understand the law or whatever, go for it. But I can assure you, the setup is not going to go how they fucking think. So, other than the 2 assaults that she mentions mirroring Alice Glass and myself when I was 15, turning 16, my 16th birthday party was canceled, and all my Toronto friends were like bummed out about it. They couldn't come to the party because it wasn't happening because of this fucking situation with my mom's goofy ex-boyfriend, Randall Simpson, who was charged and arrested and have not seen him since, except one time at the beer store. I swear he tried to talk to me, and I was just like, I was blonde at the time, so I just hoped that he didn't recognize who I was. And then I called the cops. I'm like, this guy's in fucking Belleville. I'm pretty sure he's not supposed to be, like, in the city. Whatever. As for her hip-hop career, has she ever collaborated with any hip-hop producers? What was up with all that? What is her interest in hip-hop aside from a fucking 50 Cent CD that she got from her mother who passed away? Like, I'm sorry, but, like, if that is, like, her only reason for being a part of the hip-hop black community, like, I'm not getting it. I'm sorry, but it's too surface level for me. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. You guys think what you want, okay? She's from Etobicoke, specifically Etobicoke, not Toronto. Etobicoke is like 20 minutes away from Toronto. So is Gualberto, and he is the person who was sacrificed and passed away that was associated to me, who died the same month she released her Pantychrist album. Is that a celebratorial offering to Satan? Who knows? But I mean, it seems that these scandals are lining up with like certain advertising, promotional, certain things with these girls, like, and they're using the scandals and me as a scapegoat to kind of get attention, get views, get that like get people talking about them. You know, they like feeling scandalous, but they don't want to be looked at as the problem. So they're using me and Pantychrist to kind of blur the lines over who's the fucking criminals and who's not. They're all acting, but they're not acting like, I'm not saying that they're actors like they're faking being killers. Like, no, they're fucking killers. Like, and whatever, psychopaths, but they're acting like good people, actors, okay? So sometimes people act scary and angry to protect themselves. That's kind of what I'm about. And some people act innocent, soft, and vulnerable when they're actually fucking wicked as hell. Why did she end her rap career with a lawsuit against another black artist accusing him of the same fraudulent tactics that she's used against me? Like, and how is it that her best makeup artist worked for Lil Nas X right before she died, and Dana Dentata, and then died? Like, how many people associated to Dana Dentata have to fucking die? Like, it's like, but they want it to seem like I'm the person that is like cursed or unlucky or just haunted or I'm a jealous killer or whatever. But the only people who have passed have known either her or Franco or Caitie Rage. Nobody else that I know, aside from like my cousin Ryan, who was like killed in a drunk driving accident. He was a police officer. Same year that Ethan Mitchell was shot dead. So that's weird. Super weird timing. But yeah, like, as soon as something happens and look good for Dana, then somebody nearby dies. Like, and that Lainey Chantel one isn't put on me, but she is affiliated to the person she's suing with, for a lawsuit, Lil Nas X, notably an artist that has a lot more paper than her. So, like, it's all, like, premeditated bullshit. Again, why hasn't she returned to Canada since 2018 when Jesse Bonello was pronounced dead, who apparently was her ex-boyfriend, who also introduced me to Midnight Malice, Caleb Beal. Like, and that person, Caitie Rage, brings him up. And Gualberto, when I was dating him, whatever the fuck we were doing for 1 year before he passed away, he kept bringing up his name too. So that's why I'm like trying to like figure shit out with people that don't want to talk about anything, but they'll talk about it around me, and then that gets people that don't even fucking know me on a bandwagon, and they're willing to do some weird, wacky shit towards me just to join this cult, thinking that whatever they fucking think, because majority rules, is the way it goes. And the only way that they've got away with this is because I've been silent this whole fucking time. Okay? Confused. I wasn't sure how to address this. I don't know. This is a lot of shit because it covers almost 20 years of like wacky activity and disasters all around my life, which makes people crazy. Like, obviously, it's not normal for people to like go lose their mind after like experiencing something bad or painful or traumatic, but when it's repetitively done the same way over and over again, you start to feel like you're fucking nuts. And it's these people. It's not my bad luck. It's not my actions that are getting me this, I don't know, into these positions. They're being orchestrated around me, and they have been for many years. So that's why I cut everybody the fuck out. Anybody that knows them or Pantychrist, no longer affiliated with them. And I'm not alone either. I just don't feel like it's necessary for me to lean on like other people and put them in danger just to handle this shit. Like, if these ladies cannot communicate with me without lying to police and sending men to assault me for them based off whatever lies they tell themselves that justifies doing shit like that to people, like, I don't know. Whatever they assume I'm about isn't my reality. Their version of me isn't a real thing. They, just like their lives are not real people, they're not victims, they're fucking satanic, sex-obsessed weirdos with a fetish for fucking childhood trauma and rape. And murder, evidently. So, yeah. And like, again, if I'm the fucking catfish here, why are both famous women teaming up with my old band after orchestrating this lawsuit, fucking charge, cops and robbers bullshit over my life and career? Why does it benefit them to be affiliated to my old band? Why is outcasting me from my own social circle interesting to them when they were never associated to them prior? And the only one who was Caitie Rage, asking if Pantychrist wanted to be a part of her Rager radio events. But that's kind of funny because Pete sent me the screenshots, and it's in 2016, so that's under a year after I quit and Ethan Mitchell was shot and people thought that I fucking killed him. I left the band because I killed him or whatever. That's what people think. So her fear of the situation wasn't evident there, nor was her concern about being bothered by Stacia. She claims that I was a pest in her life since 2014 when she saw me standing next to Caleb Beal. That's never happened. I've never met Caitie Rage in my life. And to her specifically saying initially that she doesn't know me at all, and then changing it to that I've been a pest in her life since 2014 when I saw her with Caleb Beal. Why did she specifically note that date? Like, it's like she's trying to overshadow my situation with Pantychrist because I joined in 2014. So it's almost like, oh, I joined a crazy band and then harassed people, and she's one of them. No, she's trying to put herself in my scandalous life as a fucking victim that doesn't belong there. She's not a fucking victim. This has all been staged initially, and that's why I lost my fucking mind, and I wanted to expose all of this and end it, because the endless hacking, the endless being split apart and having them run the narrative so nobody can actually speak to each other without being scared or whatever. Like these women are the go-to for all the information on people they don't fucking know. No, they don't know me. They never have. Like, we've never spoken. We've never seen each other. I've never seen these broads in my life except for Dana when we went to high school, and that was very brief. But funny how my life starts at Seed Alternative High School in Toronto and ends with a disaster with Pantychrist. And her career started at Seed Alternative High School, just like me, in Toronto, and then ends with Pantychrist, but not such a disaster. Her profiting off of the fucking copyright infringements and my stolen ass hacked demos, which she's cooked up to make her Dana Vision, and laughing at me like I lost a race. There's been no race. You did not win a race. I was not aware of you or your existence or any of you doing any of this, or your pornos, dating Jesse Bonello or liking Ethan Mitchell in high school. Not my fucking business. Never cared. I always had my own social circle and my own like relationships and my own shit going on. So they weaved in between things to make it like appear as though I'm doing shit or saying shit that I'm not doing or saying, and it's all orchestrated by them. Like, they have attached to my existence like fucking parasites or like hemorrhoids on an asshole. Like, and they're just like swollen as fuck, and I'm fed up. Like, these people need to be removed from my energy altogether. Like, and I know the beauty spells they're doing because I seen them many years ago in pictures, and they do not look like what they're trying to look like now. Like, I have specific features that I've always had, and these broads, they didn't have it. They didn't have the lips. They didn't have the fucking cheekbones. Like, it's weird. Very weird. I'm just sick of people thinking that I'm the fucking fraud. Just because I gave up fame and I'm, like, kind of suffering a bit of being, like, you know, a grief-stricken trauma survivor with like health concerns and shit like that. It's just been difficult. Like, and who the hell wants to like? Who are you to say that I'm not putting work into my own life? I go to my doctor's appointments. I do my therapy. I'm like, I cut back on fucking drinking. I'm doing all these things just because I'm not doing backflips in Hollywood to entertain a bunch of fucking people that I don't know and that apparently don't even like me. So what the hell is the point of me dancing for you people's approval? Don't care. Like, and then you guys compare me to her. She doesn't have the same fucking issues as me. She doesn't have health issues. She's not fucking half black. She doesn't have to worry about the cops or the fucking men doing weird shit to her, because most white women will call the police and they will believe it and they will be helped. So whatever the fuck she's saying is comparing to me is an obsession she's had from fucking high school that stems from Ethan Mitchell dumping her ass and not dating her. And that's all been my fucking fault, apparently. So in response, she has got people to harass me with this hacking shit, impersonate me, lure me places, impersonating people like Caleb Beal to lure me places to be fucking robbed and attacked. Just like putting shit in Gualberto's head that I'm fucking around with him and stuff like that. Like, just making a mess out of my life just to fucking cause me strife because they can't handle me existing. Like, they need to see me suffering in some way to feel good about themselves. And I need you guys to understand how fucking weird that is. If, like, for years somebody was, like, plotting against you without your awareness, without doing anything to them, that is fucked up. These people are fucked up. Nothing has been done to them. The only thing that they're now whining about is me calling them the fuck out, and they're worried about it. Because I haven't been arrested yet, so I guess that's a good sign that this investigation isn't just about me. Yeah, so those are like some facts there, questions to ask, not facts, but solid questions. Red flags, right? And as for her entourage, which includes Caitie Rage, a woman who starred in a porno, X-rated, B-rated film about Romeo and Juliet massacre, so lovers dying with a fatal ending, and then mixing porn and sex involved with it. Notably, her only two films one is about cops and dead lovers, and then the other one is about satanic, sex, ritualistic kind of abuse. When Lilith asks, what does that imply? When Lilith asks, somebody gets raped? When Lilith asks, somebody gets murdered? What happens when Lilith gets asked? let's ask Caitie Rage. And let's also ask her, since she's such a concerned mother and mother of the year, and she uses me as a fucking standard of, as long as I look better than her, I'm the good one. They all do that. Like, I'm like some sort of like peg that they have to kind of one up in some way to feel like they have some value. I don't know. I don't understand it, because I've never in all these years thought about them at all. Like, the only reason why I've had to think about these people and I'm freaking out is because of how insidious and twisted their fucking part in my life really is. Like, this is beyond just like online harassment. These people have like royally fucked me up. Like, just weird. So again, I'm going to go over things in more details when I do the 21 questions for Pantychrist, okay? But yeah, so what, like, for Caitie Rage, what initially caused her to start the investigation on someone she apparently doesn't know? On the screenshots we have of her on my profile, she claims it's from transphobic remarks. So you got an insult, somebody called you a tranny, and then you called the police and started an investigation. What the fuck is that about? And then later say that, like, I've been a pest in your life since 2014. Who are you, lady? Like, I'm sorry, I know, like, it would seem like we're in the same, demographic or something, but no, I'm not, because glorified webcam girls are not entertainers to me. That's just a really pretty whore with a camera and dildos. Ooh, and a costume. I don't know. Like, me, I was a traveling dancer, so like I associated with people in real life. Like, I have real connections. Like, I'm not just a fan base of people online worshiping me for being a fucking pig. Like, I was pretty private about my shit, honestly, because I didn't want to blow up and have everybody think that that's all I was about. So, but regardless of how much I try to steer things in a different direction, people think what they want, so think what you want. It is what it is. She also claims that if, like, Gualberto, a guy that I was dating who really hurt me, like, big time, on numerous occasions, but I hurt him back, so that's why I didn't really, like, follow up with the police, and I was hoping that we could, like, maybe make amends and, like, fix our problems, but he died before that happened, and I lost my mind, because, like, having to experience, it's like being a widow. Like, that was like my second husband. I don't know, but if none of these people judging me have ever loved somebody and then had them die, don't compare yourself to moi. Do not tell me how I should handle that situation. Same with childhood trauma. If you were not abused without consent, don't tell somebody who was victimized by somebody without consent that your whoring around as a little slut teenager is comparable to being violated against your will. Not the same thing. Yeah, so, and if Gualberto had this unhealthy crush on her, why didn't she report him? If he was doing strange things, like, why is transphobic remarks more of a problem than a man who has an unhealthy crush on you that could potentially be a fucking rapist killer because he's stalking on the internet or whatever he's fucking doing? Like, and then you want to make it out as if he's, like, this, like, really, vulnerable guy that needs you to protect him. Like, a woman that apparently doesn't know him. Like, what are you doing? Who the fuck starts investigations on people they don't know for a guy that they think is a stalker? So you can stalk other females together? Like, and why didn't you report him initially? Like, I know now after, like, your second attempt of charging me, this is why I've taken, like, time to just do my own thing. I'm not following their commands. I'm not turning myself into Caitie Rage and her detective without doing all of my shit on my end. And I'm taking my time, because these people have robbed, like, 15 years of my life with their endless slander, lies, and hacking. So, as they dwindle into poverty, gripping tight to any man they can, like Ronnie Radke with Dana Dentata. Obviously, he's a good-looking guy, and, like, why wouldn't she want him? But why didn't she want him when she was getting famous for being a feminist, gay supporter amongst the community when she released her last fucking album? Like, oh god, it's just ridiculous. So yeah, again, if I've been a pest in Caitie Rage's life since 2014, why was that not mentioned to Pantychrist in the messages she sent trying to hire Pantychrist to perform at her Rager radio events? Why is nothing mentioned about, oh my god, your guitar player is crazy, she won't leave me alone? Why is it just, hey ladies, would you like to be part of my Rager radio events? Because you're fucking using us to gain momentum and like fucking profits for you off of musicians and entertainers. Like you're on my coattails, Caitie Rage. Like, you love the scandals. Like, who, if not, why would you feature in a porno about Romeo and Juliet and then stage a fucking investigation on a girl who lost a lover and then mock it? Like, premeditated? Like, did you know that, like, oh my god. So, yeah, and like, that satanic porno shit with the When Lilith Asks, it was released on December 28th, the Feast of the Holy Innocents, where some crazy religious freak killed all the children to prevent another Jesus being born. So just because she has a daughter doesn't mean that that satanic energy wouldn't affect her kid. Now, on top of it, if that's her way of protecting her kid in some way, because it's supposed to be boys, it's focusing on killing the boys, not the females, it doesn't take away from the fact that somebody watching that fucking porno could totally take it the other way and hurt her child. So if she's so worried about the welfare of her children, why the hell is she posting satanic, perverted material on the internet that incites killing children and connecting that to her sex life and her career and her family? And then as soon as like she gets an opportunity to attach herself to me, which she clearly has been doing since 2016 when I dropped out of Pantychrist, as soon as she hears the drama, stages out of Pantychrist, she killed her ex. Oh, hey guys, you want to be on a... Like, you've been watching me this whole time, Caitie. It's not me bugging you. You need to stop lying and stop fucking attaching yourself to people that know me just to fucking sit there and hate. Do something else. Go to college. I don't know. Do something. Because if your fucking life is just ending your career with 2 films about murder, cops, and Satanism, you're the fucking problem, freak. Stop listening to the rumors of my life and featuring in my shit because you think it makes you look hardcore. Same with Dana. Like, go live your own life experiences, fucking rape-obsessed goofs. And, like, what's up with the teen porn shit? Like, why are you calling yourself a teen on porn? So you're encouraging sexual activities amongst teenagers with your viewers, which again could put your children at fucking risk, especially if they're female. So don't fucking sit here and tell me that you're concerned about the welfare of your children while you threaten me, you gang up people on the internet to turn on me, you lie about me messaging you when I don't fucking know you at all, and that's what initially caused me to lose my mind. So I was already dealing with enough. The grief of losing another lover. My health was it was so bad, and from the stress as well, and I couldn't take care of myself. And while I was disabled and sick, you and Dana want to fucking stage some sort of goofy battle with me that ensures that I lose because you only did it when I was sick. You never addressed me when I was younger, doing my thing. You watched me, and then you fucking copied me, and then years down the line, and then as soon as there was an opportunity to fucking like try and push me out of my own fucking life, you did it. Like, you guys are fucking, you people are stalking motherfuckers. Like, the endless hacking, and you know you're doing it. Don't sit, like, honestly, like, you know, okay? Fucking wacky bitches, man. Like, and it's just bizarre that, like, within the only little bit of communication I've had with Caitie Rage, she brings up Gualberto and Caleb Beal. 2 men, one's dead, the other one thinks that I'm the fucking monster. Well, they all side with the fucking head case that's been impersonating and hacking and interweaving our lives together just to fucking ensure her hallucinations about us ever being an item together would never happen. These women literally are witches. They hallucinate and they know what your future is going to be like. Well, they kind of predict it in ways, and then they get involved to steal your fucking opportunities and literally make you look like a joke in your own fucking life. That's what these people are doing. If that's what you call Satanism, I call it parasitic fucking abuse. Like, it's just like something that thinks you're pretty or thinks you're talented and is jealous, and it latches onto you for your whole fucking life, draining you for all your worth. That is not powerful. It's parasitic, because without me, they wouldn't fucking exist. They would just curl up and fucking die, or they'd go, I don't know, me, and without the whole black community, these people would be listening to polka right now, not rap and hip-hop, making bank off my fucking demos with the black community. Using the hip-hop and the black community to become a Hollywood celebrity while gang stalking and exploiting your only black potential collaboration. But, like, you guys are fucked up. Pantychrist too, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, just because you guys don't like how I handle things, or you don't necessarily believe me, doesn't mean you need to pick a side and start a fucking race war. It's not about race. It's not about who is the better anything. There's no fucking competition. These people are literally fucking with me, copying and impersonating and stealing ideas and material from me and trying to erase me from the fucking planet of the earth. While my band pushes it along because they're fucking jealous of my ass too. Like, fuck. Because they know, even at their best, they only got so much. Like, but if it was the other way around, I'd probably be winning Grammys and shit, like, all sorts of whatever, but I just gave up on it. I don't like these fucking people, and I don't want to be a part of fame. I want to expose this because so much disaster has happened. Well, I've kept my mouth shut and my eyes closed, and I didn't know what the fuck was going on. So this is not happening forever. Like, I'm not turning a blind eye just for these people to sneak up with their creepy shit again. It's being called out. So, yeah. There's lots of fucking weird things that I've noticed, but... Oh, yeah, and if she's apparently, like, somebody who busts, creepy weirdos, because she's apparently not a creepy weirdo, making porns on, like, fucking holidays called Feast of the Innocents, where children are sacrificed. As a mother, has she ever charged any other harasser, like, ever? Because, I mean, like, if you were a porn star for over a decade, I'm sure there's at least one person who has offended you or done something to you worse than transphobic remarks on the fucking internet, potentially from a profile that isn't the person. How is that the worst case scenario in your, like, dramatic life of being a victim? Same with Dana. Like, the only two assaults she mentions near Alice Glass and then me. There's nothing else. That's just individually their shit, their scandals. And as for Pantychrist, like, they want to think that I'm, like, trying to latch on to them. You guys are fucked in the head. You're latched on to me. Okay? As soon as I quit the band, you're mocking shit. You're mocking me and my mom. You guys are talking shit. Everything you're doing is in spite of me. You're up my ass. I'm calling it out, and I'm putting you guys the fuck in your place because you keep trying to put me in mine, and you don't fucking deserve to be here in this shit. You're not fucking rappers. You guys have never worked with black artists except for me. You're insulting to what it is to become called a musician. I'm embarrassed by you fucks. That's why I'm, like, calling this shit out. Like, how are you guys literally sitting there telling me that I'm not involved in anything when I was there for you guys the whole fucking time, helping Pete out, helping Claire out, keeping him off your guys' ass, which you thank me for, because without me around, he is a stressful fucking piece of shit. But now you got me to hate, so he can hate Stacia, and you guys are just fine, and you pushed it along so he doesn't fucking Nazi cock you guys. And you know that's what those men do when there's no one to hate. Claire crying at the drums like, oh, he's mean to me. Like, you're a fucking weirdo. Like, and so like, oh my god, Pete's so mean. Let's team up on Stacia so he doesn't pick on us. Like, why are you working for a man who treats you like this in the first place? I'm cussing him out because he doesn't deserve to be treating any of us this way. Fucking dumb bitches. Like, I don't want to be, like, I never wanted to be in a band ran by a man. Especially a man who fucking yells at you like a boot camp fucking sergeant. Just ridiculous. I did have fun with him, so as long as I wasn't in the band, he was fun. But being in the band, he's not so fun. Like, the guy's a douchebag. And it just reassures me that he is by him siding with Dana because it looks cool. You sell out? You fucking sold out. Like, me doing my fame shit was to save us all. Help us all out. I'm like, let's put our fucking brains together and make some money so we're not starving and all wanting to die. Like, you know, and all this results too is all of us broke and Dana frolicking around in Hollywood as a win. That's how you guys want to look at a win? Really? You know what a win could have been? In 2015, if we stayed in the band when we were affiliated with Cleopatra Records and actually fucking toured and did some shit, made some music videos, made some real memories, really fucking left a legacy on Pantychrist that was about music and fucking conquering the bullshit. Instead, you guys give up your careers just to gang stalk and hate me and watch me till I'm, like, stalk me to death. And then Caitie, like, your profile's ganging up like hundreds of people to attack me online while claiming to be a victim to a detective that you hired about transphobic remarks. Notably, only 3 months before the guy who you claimed to be like your stalker was like freaking out about me. And he dies 3 months after you start the investigation. After a fucking porno that you were in about dead lovers. So you're telling me you didn't know anything about how Gualberto died? You don't know anything about any of that? But you know his family all of a sudden, you know his nickname, you know all this shit about me when in my charges, my personal history, which if Detective Webster is like informing you of shit about me illegally without proper evidence to do such, you are illegally investigating me and you're going to be fucking caught for perjury. Like, if your initial charge doesn't pan out to be fucking proper, and there's no way that you can just make fucking documents now and squeeze them in there. It's either you did it right then or you fucking didn't. And nobody's looked at anything, but they're gonna soon. Okay? That's why I'm not fucking worried. So, yeah, and then the Caleb Beal thing, like, Jesse Bonello, when I was in high school, he introduced me to a chick named Krista, and she lived with Caleb and his girlfriend Amy at the time. Okay, so I got drunk, I puked all over the place, they fucking were pissed off at me about it, and, like, I kind of saw his dick, and I don't know, I got drunk with Hunter, we got, like, a 2-4 beer, and just fucking, like, fucked around, like, not, like, sexually, but, like, they were fun, I don't know, like, they weren't, like, we didn't have, like, a big party together, but they let me hang out, and, like, and it wasn't, like, a bad time. I was just young and so fucked up. Like, I needed, like, a therapist even then. But I was so mute, almost. I didn't know how to tell people that I needed help. So I just floated around and dealt with it. And also mainly because I knew, like, if I, like, seeked out help, I'd be put in foster care. And no. Especially being half black and from Belleville, they would put me with some weirdo. So I'd rather just, you know, deal with shit my own way. But as for meeting him through Jesse, and Jesse's dead, then my mom, she met a rapper named TD Banks, and he brought up the name Midnight Malice. So whoever sent that fucking guy to my mom to get her fucked up on dope, like, she was smoking crack and shit, and owed them like $2,000 worth of dope because she fucking went to flip it and didn't do it, and something happened, somebody robbed it, or I don't know, something happened, so she owed them money. And then she basically told me to go off with them to do music, but they tried to like basically pimp me out. And this was right after I was trafficked and really fucked up about that. So I was so angry at my mom and TD Banks for putting me in that fucking position. And I'm not saying that they forced me to do anything. They just kind of put me in a position. And I'm like, this isn't fucking, but either way, at the time I was a dancer and, they needed a girl for a music video. So I'm in like that hip hop music video. So that shows proof that I was like a dancer then. But I was also performing like acoustic music and I was trying to find a way out of that lifestyle, but nobody around me would help me out of it. Like it was like I was trapped in hell. And then like I remember going up to Caleb one time at a fucking bar and he said something about like, whatever I'm going through is my karma. I can't really remember how he said it, but he just said something like, it's my karma or whatever. And I'm like, karma for what? So, but now that I understand how long Dana's been fucking stalking me and Mannequin and whatever else, thanks to Ethan Mitchell's dick, that's the karma. She thinks that we were cheaters or it's this cheating rumors. Like, you know, and I think that's what she also told Francesco to murder Jesse Bonello out of revenge, or this is how they deal with cheaters, okay? If people they think cheated on them. It's apparently okay to kill people who you think are cheaters, yet it's not okay to kill you fucking people who put out weird satanic sex porn shit on holidays talking about killing children. Like, who's the fucked up one here? Yeah, I'll talk more about like TD and shit in my other video, but like I wanted to just know for Caleb, like how did you meet TD? Who put you in connection with him? Because that would be the person that would have sent him to my mom. Because like how the fuck would he know you guys? Like that's why I was like, oh my god, this must be a sign from like the heavens that I just need to get in touch with these guys. This was so many years ago. And I threw that gig, but it fucked up for me because my phone wasn't working. And I was so upset that nobody was like, I couldn't get a hold of anybody. Half the fucking people didn't show up. And apparently I was texting people saying that my event was canceled. No, I didn't. That's hackers. So the hackers have been fucking with me since then to alienate me and derail my fucking events and life situations. And as for the satanic bullshit, like, if you guys think that, like, my religious views, like, that are ever changing, ultimately, to try and inspire people like you to stop fucking hunting other people, like me, for human sacrifices, for power and fortune, for you fuckers. If you could understand that when you see me, and you think I have something, like, that you could be able to take from me, it's called light energy. It's called heart. It's called whatever you would get if you believed in like a higher power rather than just pure destruction and wickedness. So me trying to give you some light so that you don't have to steal mine isn't brainwashing. The fact that you people have known me since I was a child and apparently claim that my life history makes me worthless to a point that I am now only of use as a human sacrifice to profit you fucks. I don't give a fuck who you are. You do not have to say my soul or my ass, my body, whatever is done with me makes me eligible to be raped and murdered by you fucking people. If any of you come near me again, I will fucking slit all your throats with the police. I don't know. It's hard for me not to get like overwhelmed sometimes because these attacks, these accusations, this stress has been going on for over almost 2 decades, man. And I've thought that life was just really shitty, and it was like bad luck. But that constant deaths, the dates mirroring each other, the names mirroring each other, like all these people only causing these problems and saying I'm a problem post Pantychrist. Nobody ever addressed anything before that. But yeah, if I'm the catfish, why are they all signing up to be Pantychrist's best fucking friend after they fuck with me? so they can feel like me more. Ooh, your friend, like it's like they're angry that I had a girl band and I was really like tight with these bitches, and that made them feel left out because the people in their life like weren't like as supportive or something. I don't know what the fuck they think, but I just I try to honestly put myself in these people's shoes to figure out why they're attaching themselves to me while pretending like they don't fucking know me. It's the weirdest shit I've ever experienced in my life, and I've been fucking raped numerous times. Again, I do not invite that. I do not, like, how can you guys support Caitie Rage's fucking murder porns and say that that's not enticing rapists and abuse, but then tell me that having some pride and growing up a bit street and, like, making some money, it makes me, like, the fucking monster. Like, I didn't choose to like throw my life away and go be a piece of shit. I was born in the shit and I survived it with style. And y'all copy that shit. So it is what it is, man. But yeah, I'm sure there's more things to like bring up, but I'll just leave it at that. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. I have no problem answering anything that anybody needs to know. I've never been hiding. I've been cloaked and hidden with lies, slander, hacking, and bait and switch. Okay? So that is that. Thank you for hearing me out. Please relay these messages. Oh, and also ask Dana and Caitie, would they sit in a room with me and take a lie detector test over their involvement with these murders? Would they? And if so, let's do it. I'm sure Dana can afford it, right? All that money she made off my demos.